warn you, if you are an organ donor and you end up getting hurt in a vehicle accident, you are more likely that they, like, if there's somebody on a list that needs your organs, they will let you die. Proven. It's driving me crazy, Seth, but that's okay. Good. I don't know how to talk about it. Perfect, welcome on. Okay, so anyway.
One eternity later.
I'm here to talk to you about something quick and important. Homelessness. For the past 6 years, I've been doing YouTube. And on and off, I've been living out of my car and traveling the country and on foot. It depended on the year and the situation. And I have to say, this past year since COVID has been the most difficult. And it provided me with a perspective I didn't have formerly. And that is the understanding of what homelessness is like. It's scary. I had a nice car before, and I have my YouTube channel, but I took a break. I took a couple of months off with my wife to go and explore who we are as a couple and for us to figure out if we're going to spend the rest of our lives together. And that's a lot to figure out in a short time, and we have made our decision to stay together, and in the same token, it's going to be a lifetime of challenges, obviously. YouTube has been a blessing in such a way that I'm learning who I am, but Instagram has been a different animal altogether. And living out on the street without YouTube was hard, but to do it without connection to my social life here on Instagram, it let me know we need each other. Society isn't society if we don't work together. And after COVID, most of us have become rather reserved. And as healthy as that is to protect what we have, it's important to know that the most difficult part is over, and it's time to begin to work together again. And a big piece of that are the people that are left to the side. And there's a lot more of us than there were before. And I'm talking about those of us that have a heart and can make a difference with the people that are left to the side. So as you watch this, I invite you to step out of your way and make a difference, a small difference, in the life of someone that is struggling. And you're going to know based on the way they talk to you, whether they're struggling or otherwise. And whether the way you help them is through a wake-up call or a $5 bill. That's up to you to be able to discern the position they're in, and if you have it in your heart to let go of whatever angst and anxiety and anger you may have in your own situation over losses that you may have. And I can relate to those as well. Even living as minimally as I do, there are still lifestyle choices that I had to make when COVID came around that were difficult for me to accept, and I think a lot of us can relate to that. But as we get back to an equilibrium and are able to live our life and know that things are still stable and things are going to remain stable, that we offer a little bit of that stability to someone who it may take a little longer for them to get there. Thank you for being as supportive as you have been over the past 6 years. And I mean including the hard love. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to hear out there, especially in a space that's about sensitivity. Hard love can be sensitivity if someone's over the line. And I appreciate those of you that kept me on the line. And I recommend to those of you out there that if you see someone struggling the way that you saw me struggling, to find a way to do it with sensitivity and effectiveness. And that takes a lot of discernment. And communicate with that person as much as you can. So publicity aside, this is real life, and it may only be a show for you, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I think that's the point of being on here. It is my real life, and I'm learning how to distance myself and separate that and create an appropriate distance between you and I, for the both of us, because a healthy boundary, it's what we all need. Having that, let's work to permeate that distance every now and again.
They said I'd never do it, but I am looking for a full-time sales position. Or if there's anybody out there that wants help with their social media platforms, a little good at it. The sales thing, I'll do it.
There's a lot of mentally ill homeless around here. It's really weird. I do not have the ability to replace it. I do not have the money to pay this car. I do not have the money to pay my bills. These people are fucked up. Like, I wish I could just get them in front of me, line them up, and just clock them one at a time. Just one at a time. But you know what? They're gonna get theirs. They're gonna get theirs. And I don't mean in a threatening way, like violence. I just mean legally. One day I'm gonna be able to afford to take them down legally, and I'm gonna take everything from them. And I mean to the degree where they won't have a pot to piss in. I will let them experience what I experienced, and I will not let up so long as I have money in my bank account. I will never let them get any leverage in life, period. They will be living with their mom or living with their whoever for the rest of their life, if not on the street. And if they die on the street, it's their own doing. Oh, I won't let them bring me down. I'll just make sure to watch them be stuck on the street for the rest of their life. I'll get what's mine, and I'll make sure that they get theirs.
Surprise! Hello?
If anybody is interested in helping to contribute, it's going to be $400 to $500 to get a cruise control put in the vehicle so that I don't have to constantly have my foot on the pedal for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time.